Greetings, my name is Joki Nyenjui from the Counseling Ministry of Ridgeways Baptist Church. Today I'm going to talk about healthy ways of managing and resolving conflict. First of all, conflict is inevitable. As long as we are in relationships, there will be conflict. And conflict is not necessarily bad, unless, of course, it's handled poorly, where it can damage relationships or altogether destroy them. In the last few weeks, we've seen everyone at home living in small spaces or living in spaces together for extended periods of time. Inevitably, that will bring conflict. And here are a few tips in handling conflict in a healthy way. Remember, we said conflict is inevitable, so when it occurs, please resolve conflict immediately. Remember what we are told in the Bible: in your anger, do not sin, do not let the sun go down while you're still angry. The more we dwell on anger, the more it resides in our hearts, and we want to avoid that. Secondly, be respectful. Having the right attitude towards conflict is key. You'll be surprised how the trajectory changes when people are respectful and kind to each other. As Christians, we are asked to represent the love of God and the power of the gospel by living in peace and in unity with each other. There's a verse that I quote often, Romans 12:18, in the course of my work, that says, as far as it concerns you, live at peace with everybody. Peace or shalom is mentioned over 500 times in the Bible. Half of that in the Old Testament are shalom. So God takes conflict seriously. Jesus himself said that if you have a grudge with another person, go resolve that grudge first before offering your sacrifice. So God views conflict in a very serious manner. Let's resolve our conflict first before we go and offer God sacrifice. Then let's understand what the source of the conflict is. Let us make sure that we are dealing with the same issue. Maybe you're angry about something and the other person is angry about something else. So establish what the conflict is about, what the real issue is, so that you're both on the same page. Do not fight in public. If conflict does occur, do not fight in public. Tell the other person to make time, and you also make time. Meet them in private and talk about the conflict. Then examine yourself first. Remember, the Bible tells us to take care of the plank in our own eye before going to take out the speck in your brother's eye. So examine yourself and make sure that you're not the source of the problem. If you at times will blame others for issues that are within us or that we have the power to resolve. In every conflict has another side. Consider that other side. In Philippians 2 and verses 3 and 4, the Bible tells us to do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above ourselves, not looking at our own interests, but each of us to the interest of the others. So always give the benefit of the doubt. Put yourself in the other person's shoes and consider how you would resolve conflict if you are on the other side of the coin. Ask yourself, what if you are in that situation? How would you respond? Another thing that's very important about conflict: do not fight dirty. Words are very powerful. Do not say things that will be remembered long after the conflict is over. Do not stick to the issue, stick to at hand. Do not attack the person, attack the issue. When insults are thrown around, a healthy resolution is harder to achieve. And avoid extremities and absolutes. You always do this or you never do this. And you say you never have lunch ready on the table. That is not true, because you eat lunch every day. So let's not use words like always and never. Be firm yet gentle. This is a balancing act, and parents best know how to do this, where your children know you love them, but you also discipline them. So in resolving issues of Managing issues, be firm, but spice that with kindness. Kindness shows respect for the other person. Firmness shows respect for yourself. Do not resolve an issue prematurely and then go home feeling bad. What is your end goal? You must be able to work towards as a resolution. Don't handle conflict just for the sake of it or so that others know that you are fighting or you're dealing with this person. Work towards a resolution. Never waste conflict. Use it to make the relationship better. Everyone wants a win-win situation, so work towards that goal. To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Finally, forgive and give grace easily. After successfully resolving a conflict, we must not hold a grudge or seek revenge. This never moves the conflict forward towards a resolution. Learn the art of grace and forgiveness. These two virtues protect healthy relationships. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as Christ forgave us. Remember that conflict will always be with us as long as we are around other people, so we should not avoid it, we should learn from it. Even if the other person lacks the social skills to deal with the conflict, it is our responsibility as Christians to cancel the debt and work through the matter. And of course, if all these fail, seek the services of a third party, a neutral third party. That can be a trusted relative, it can be your pastor, or it can be a professional mediator or counselor that can work with you. Thank you, and God bless you.